No way he just said this. Andrew Wiggins keeping a positive mindset after getting blown out by the Boston Celtics in his Heat debut, heading into the NBA All-Star break before Miami starts the second half of the season. What's up, guys? Welcome to Heat Digest. I'm Michael Perez, aka G Mike, and in today's video, we're going to be breaking down what Andrew Wiggins said in his post-game interview after getting a horrible loss to the Boston Celtics at home before Miami starts the three-game stretch heading into the NBA All-Star break. But before we get into that, please do not forget to subscribe and be a part of the 32% that have been showing love, support, and care for everyone here at Digest Media and at Heat Digest as well. So Miami hosted the Boston Celtics before going into the All-Star break at home, where they have two more games, but they will be on the road. So Miami had a chance to get a win at home, get some momentum going for the Wednesday and Thursday game, the back-to-back games. But they didn't end up getting the job done. And in the first quarter, they played a pretty good quarter with 24 points, while the Boston Celtics only had 18. So there was a good momentum going on there. But when it came to the second, third, and fourth, it was just all downhill from there. In the second quarter, the Miami Heat weren't playing all together like they were in the first. A little bit of slowdown on the offensive end and on the defensive end as well. There was no Tyler Hero to start the game because of an illness, and he was out for this game. So a lot of the pressure was on Bam and everyone else in the support group to help him out. But let's look at Andrew Wiggins and how he did on his debut. 3 for 12, didn't shoot as well. 2 from 8 from the three-point line, which is not good. 3 from 3 from free throw. We wanted to see him attack the basket more so he could get more free throw shots and try to get those numbers up to anywhere from 5 to 10. He had 5 rebounds, 5 assists, so he was hustling out there and making some plays, but only 11 points when we need him to at least score 20. Bam Adebayo, 22 points. He went 9 from 10 from free throws, so he was playing pretty well. 6 of 17 is shooting the ball, so he wasn't shooting it that well. He actually shot 5 three-pointers and only made 1. We need you to attack the basket more, Bam, not shooting those three-pointers, while still getting 12 rebounds and 4 assists. But collectively as a unit, we weren't playing really good on the offensive end. Only 34% from the field goal and 24%, from the three-point line. When you're playing against a team like the Boston Celtics, that's not going to cut it at all. Then looking to the bench, where they only combined for 27 points off the bench, that's not going to help at all when it comes to playing against these top-level teams in the Eastern Conference and even in the Western Conference, even though you won't see them in the playoffs as much unless you go to the NBA Finals, which is going to be hard for Miami to do. But getting 27 points from your bench is not going to cut it. Now looking over to the Boston Celtics side, you see 5 of their starters had 13 or more points in the game. When you have your starters playing like this, there's no reason to look towards the bench to score for your team. They only had 9 bench points from their bench. Jason Tatum was doing what he needed to do, 13 from 26 from the field, 4 from 12 from 3, so that wasn't shooting that good, but he was getting 8 rebounds, 2 assists, while still scoring 33 points. And then for the rest of the supporting cast, Sam Hauser, 15 points. Al Horford, 16 points, with 4 from 8 from 3, which is 50%. 6 from 11 from the field, grabbing 10 boards. At his age, grabbing 10 boards from Bam, Khalil Ware, and everyone else on the Heat squad. Kristaps Porzingis, 8 for 15, only 1 from 6 from 3, so he wasn't shooting that well from the range, but grabbing 9 boards, 2 rebounds, and ending up with 17 points. And then Derek White, not having a great game, but still had 5 for 5 from the free throw line, had 7 assists, so he was playmaking like crazy out there, and still dropping 13 points to help the Celtics blow us out. Even though it was a horrible game for us, again, offensively and defensively, Andrew Wiggins still has a lot of faith moving forward.
It's the NBA, when you get traded mid-season, you got to figure it out. That's what I'm, trying to do. We're great teammates here, great coaching staff, and everyone's been, wonderful to me. So I'm excited. We didn't win today, but, we got a lot coming down the stretch.
At least in that first quarter, it seemed like maybe the offense wasn't working as well, but you were defensively as a team getting some stops. And what did you like about the start? And obviously things started to change late in the first and into the second.
We know what we can do, for sure. I feel like we showed that in the first quarter, but I feel like we lost it a little bit. I feel like even myself, but put a whole 4 quarters together, we'll be all right.
How hard is it with the spacing, knowing where guys are going to be? What is that process like? Obviously, in one game, it's not going to all get figured out, but what was that like?
Just trying to figure it out. My spots on the floor. Just all new teammates for me. So, I'm going to figure it out. I enjoy it. I enjoy the process.
So Wiggins is used to this. He knows what's going to need to happen. He knows what he needs to do out there on the floor to try to get his teammates involved, to try to get himself involved with scoring the rock, grabbing more rebounds, getting more to the free throw line, creating space for his teammates, getting his teammates to the right spot. He knows exactly what he needs to do, and especially when Tyler Hero comes back, he knows he's going to mesh well with him.
Yeah, I think it'll be great. He's an all-star for a reason. He, in the game, he's going to score the ball. He's going to create for other guys. He's a very tough matchup. So I'm excited to get on the floor with him.
Does it almost feel like a laboratory where you have to figure out who you mesh with, who you melt with, what happens? So maybe even in a game like this where the shooting percentage isn't there, the win isn't there, at least maybe there are takeaways. Oh, Bam likes it there. Oh, I can see I can get the ball there. Is that what this process is going to be like, maybe at least through the All-Star break?
For sure. Just, figuring out, what guys like to do, especially spots on the floor, both offensively and defensively. And, that chemistry will come.
Once Wiggins, Hero, Bam, and the rest of the guys are able to play more games like the one they have on Wednesday against the Oklahoma City Thunder, then the back-to-back against the Dallas Mavericks, going into the NBA All-Star Weekend, getting that break, getting that collectiveness that they can have when it comes to film, strategy, and anything else that involves being on the court together, they're going to create that chemistry that he is talking about. There's no need for us Heat fans to be worried. We will see what comes in the future. Obviously, we want to see the best of the best so we could get into a good playoff spot. We could play against a team that is probably on the lower ranks when it comes to the playoffs, so we could try to make the second round, get out of the first. But like he said, it's all going to come in time. There's no need for us to panic. Let's just wait to see how they can play together. They can facilitate. They can score. They can hustle, grab rebounds, get assists. On the defensive end, get a lot of steals, get a lot of stops, and hustle together as a collective unit. Eric Spoelstra knows exactly what he's doing. We've seen it over the years. We got to trust his process and their process together, and we'll see exactly what's going to come from Wiggins, Hero, Bam, and everyone else in that supporting cast, and try to get us wins, try to get us above the 500 level so we can make a mark going into the playoffs and hopefully deeper in the playoffs. For Heat Digest, I'm George Michael Perez, a.k.a. G Mike, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.